It shocked the world, a deadly game where debt-ridden players compete for money and survival. But what if Squid Game wasn't just fiction? What if this brutal show is rooted in something very real, an ancient tradition, a forgotten legend, or even a real-life event? Today on Hidden Lore, we uncover the disturbing truth behind Squid Game, from Korean history and myth to hidden psychological warfare. The term Squid Game isn't a Netflix invention, it's a real Korean playground game, popular in the 1970s and 80s, played with two teams. It involves offense, defense, and a literal squid-shaped playing field drawn in chalk. The game was competitive, physical, sometimes even violent, but the show turns that nostalgia into horror. Why? Because childhood games becoming lethal is not new in mythology. In history and myth, deadly games were real. The Mayans played the ball game, where losers were sometimes sacrificed. Ancient Sparta trained children to endure deadly trials from age 7. In Rome, gladiators were once enslaved citizens forced to fight for entertainment. Sound familiar? Just like Squid Game's players, these contestants were poor, trapped, and disposable, and the promise of glory, or escape, was always a lie. Squid Game's iconic masks aren't just for hiding faces, they're rooted in Korean shamanic rituals and global secret societies. In traditional Korean gut ceremonies, masks were used to speak with spirits. In Japanese no theater, masks symbolized identity, status, and fate. Even in the West, cults and elite groups like the Freemasons have long used masks in ritual power displays. The triangle, circle, and square, they aren't random. In occult symbology, geometric shapes represent hierarchy. Here's what's truly chilling: the rich really have made games of the poor, from Roman emperors to Victorian human zoos, from 20th century eugenics experiments to exploitative game shows. Squid Game isn't futuristic, it's a mirror. The psychology behind it, it's called learned helplessness, where people are conditioned to obey, even when escape is possible. Add survival game theory, and suddenly Squid Game looks less like entertainment, and more like a warning. So was Squid Game inspired by real stories? Yes, from history, from myth, from psychology, and from the lives of those ignored by society. And what makes it so terrifying is that it's not fantasy, it's a dramatized truth, a global metaphor, a neon-colored myth for the modern age. And in this game, the real winners are the ones who understand the rules. This is Hidden Lore. Subscribe for myth, truth, and the thin red line that separates them. And ask yourself, would you play the game?